I believe the stepmother of Kelly. I believe Kelly's stepmother on the recording on a certain channel I watch. He showed a little recording of the stepmom doing a selfie recording, describing the morning in question of when Karlie disappeared, describing briefly the previous night which Karlie had experienced with her friends, and then that night they spent together in the house, and then when the discovery, and then the actual disappearing itself that morning. That sort of like selfie recording the stepmother made. I watched that on this certain channel I watched that completely with blind eyes. I didn't know what I was watching. And it was only afterward, as I continued to stay on the internet, that I realised who the characters were in the piece I'd watched. But as far as the genuinity of the people in the piece I'd watched, i.e. Karlie's stepmom, and of the night which was described, as I say, the evening in which she spent in the bedroom with the stepdaughters, they spent together in the bedroom, and then the morning discovery of the missing child, 13-year-old girl, Karlie. I genuinely believed her. I genuinely believed I believed what I was watching when I was there in front of my laptop watching it, completely blind, completely cold, without any knowledge whatsoever. I completely believed her when she said that she said how she was informed not to really say about the daughter's disorientation, perhaps due to drugs or alcohol, from the previous night when she spent with her friends. How she was describing that, how she was describing that, and now forthcoming with the truth, and as the selfie recording progressed, she became upset, describing how if only she had not fell asleep, and then obviously she became upset, the stepmother became upset. I genuinely believed all that as I was watching it. It does depend entirely upon the drug which she had taken, which Karlie had taken the night before, as to how the whys and wheres of she was doing that evening in the house with her stepmom. It all depends entirely on what drug she's taken. It doesn't sound like she's taken heroin or methamphetamine or crack cocaine. Let's put it that way. So really, in the short run, no one's got anything to worry about, in my opinion. It's terribly concerning, but I thought I would make this vlog because I would simply make aware to you there in YouTube land, not to blame, not to frown upon the fact that the stepmom had spent the night in the same bed as the stepdad. I wouldn't frown upon that. Where I come from, in my years, in my childhood growing up, I used to have friends who were fostered, and I used to go around to their houses, I used to socialise with their foster parents and see their interaction. And I would have lots of friends who had parents who were still married, etc. growing up. And I've got first-hand knowledge of both broad spectrum of types of family upbringings, of family orientations, of being in the first person with different types of families, experience first-hand. And to be honest, I wouldn't worry about the fact that they spent the night in the same bed. I wouldn't blame the stepmother for the disappearance of the girl. And we all experiment. We all remember being 13. We all remember being 13. We all do. I wouldn't be so... the only upsetting thing is that once she hits that highway after that 20-minute walk where she then gets onto the main road, then that's the only concern there. I wouldn't disbelieve the stepmother originally, and I wouldn't be so concerned. A 13-year-old person is entirely aware of the dangers of thumb on a left. I wouldn't be so overly concerned. A 13-year-old is entirely aware of the dangers of the world. She may have a mobile on her. All kids have mobiles on them now, so I wouldn't wouldn't blame the step-parents. I wouldn't frown upon the fact they spent the same night in the same bed, perhaps. It sounds like she perhaps had a social type drug, an ecstasy, perhaps ecstasy, because it sounded like it had longevity. It had, the drug itself lasted for quite a while. I wouldn't say acid, because perhaps, but yeah, because she seemed to be colouring, and then she seemed to be talking a lot. Different types of expression, artistic expression, does come under the belt of acid. If it was just ecstasy, perhaps not colouring so much, perhaps not talking so much. It's a very difficult one. I don't think it's crack cocaine, let's say crack cocaine, heroin or methamphetamine. I think the only danger is once you hit that highway after a 20-minute walk. If she had a mobile on her, to me it sounds like she's probably phoned a friend to meet her on that main road. As I say, a 13-year-old girl will be well aware of the dangers of the world, well aware of the dangers of thumb on a lift. It has been quite a while now. That's why I suppose the concern is kicking in now. I think the story will get out a lot now because it's been there for a while, and she does look quite Molly Tibbetts like. She doesn't seem quite a virginal type girl. The long hair, dark hair, girl next door type appearance. I think the story may well come out, but for the broken family background. Otherwise, I think it would have certainly come out a lot sooner. I wouldn't blame the step-parents. I certainly wouldn't frown upon the fact that the stepmother spent the night in bed. And if you're watching this, the stepmother, if you're watching this stepmother, Miss Stepmother, don't beat yourself up about falling asleep and then her not being there, the door left ajar. Don't. We all remember what 13 is like. We all remember what it's like. 13-year-old, when we're 13, we want to take it, the opportunity. If there's a chance for us to explore, we will take it. But you all remember what 13 is like, being like. You cannot blame yourselves. If you're the step family and the mother herself, don't blame yourself. Don't. You just can't. You just can't. Just pray she's got a mile on it. You cannot blame yourself. You can't blame yourself. You can't blame yourself. You can't. We all know what it's like being 13 years old. I think it's probably one of the weirdest ages, isn't it, 13? Don't blame yourself, and certainly don't frown upon the fact that stepmom slept in the same bed with the 13-year-old girl. Don't frown upon that. I just pray and hope she has a mobile on her. Oh, she's certainly phoned home to it. As I say, it is becoming concerning because it's been over a week now, the 13th. It's over a week now, isn't it? She'd be well aware of the dangers of the world, the 13-year-old girl. Let's just hope she, as I say, she phoned one of her friends to come and meet her on that main road. We can't blame ourselves. We cannot blame ourselves. We just can't. We can't blame ourselves. Let's hope she gets home soon and safely. Let's hope. Let's hope she has a mobile on her. Let's hope she gets home safely and soon. Okay? Don't frown. Nobody frown upon anyone here. But in my opinion, it sounds all very genuine and all very believable, and certainly not to be frowned upon. Certainly not to be frowned upon. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this video. Join me for the next one. Take tune on the channel. Keep watching, hopefully. Something up I put which will be interesting to you.